Well, the first video I ever did for this page was the unboxing of the Helko Journeyman. So now I'm actually going to put it to the test. I'm going to drop this ash here, and then we're going to limb up this tree behind me. It's got some limbs on it from just being cut down for firewood. So we're going to put this to the test. My initial reaction was pretty good. So we'll see how she performs. I don't know if I like the two-hand or the one-hand, so I'm going to try them both. Alright, so I have to take a time out here and apologize. When I got home tonight and reviewed the footage, I realized that my camera was not focusing correctly. I lost a lot of footage to blurry images, or it was focusing on a sapling between myself and the camera, and I apologize for that. I lost footage of me limbing trees, of me dropping a couple of dead saplings, a couple more saplings that were about 2 inches in diameter. So I lost a lot, and it was frustrating. So frustrating that I almost considered deleting and reshooting, either when my camera is fixed or when I replace it, which I won't be able to replace the camera for a long time. So I decided not to do that though, because I want to stick with the authenticity that I want to stand for. And if I did that, that really truly wouldn't be the first time that I brought the Helko Journeyman out into the field and really used it for the first time. And I wanted to be able to share that with you. So that's why some of these scenes come and go a little bit, and it may seem like it jumps around just a tad, but it's still, you get a great idea of what this axe is capable of, and you still get some great footage, and I know you're still going to enjoy it. Well, to be honest with you, my first impression is I think I should have gotten through that a lot easier. So let's take some of these limbs off. The tree's about 6 inches around. 6 inches diameter. So a little out of breath. That might have been a little bit too much tree for this. Now that's more like it. That felt good. definitely much better on the smaller stuff. So I might have to drop a couple more trees to get a real solid opinion on this, because this was too big and these limbs were no match. This thing cut right through it. That bit. Holy smokes. Alright, so I have to interject again, and I'm sorry about that, but I don't want you guys under the impression that I'm just out there chopping down live saplings for no reason. I'm just like a hunter, I'm a conservationist. You know, just like I should say we hunters are conservationists, at least most of us are. Just because I have an axe or a hatchet doesn't mean I'm going to go chop down any tree in the world. And I'm cutting these trees down to help out a friend. My friend that owns that property is clear cutting 2 acres to add to his pasture for his livestock. So I was actually doing him a favor by cutting down just a couple of small trees. And coincidentally, he did accept my offer after I was done filming to help him drag some of the bigger trees out with the tractor and put them you know, in a large pile for us to split and stack for firewood later on. Some of them he's gonna you know, plane down and sell rough cut lumber, but overall it was a great day. But I just wanted to interject and let you guys know that I wasn't just out there hacking up trees. Just realized I'm standing on ice, so I'm going to take it a little easy, and that's not an excuse. I'm really standing on ice. Well, we're all set. Not bad, not a bad day. Grading out the Journeyman, I thought it did well limbing. I thought it did really well with the smaller trees. But overall, I'm going to give it a C. Not the most disappointing thing I've ever swung, but far from the most impressive. The reason it didn't get a B in my book is because of the gap that we have after dropping just 3 or 4 trees and doing some light limbing. You can see we got probably the 1/4 inch gap between the head and the handle. And for the price that you pay for an axe like this, you know, $115, $110, I just don't think that's terribly acceptable. Now I know that every journeyman out there isn't going to do this, and not every, you know, journeyman head's going to fly off or anything like that. I definitely feel safe even still swinging this if I had to drop a couple more. I don't think that's the issue, but just the fact that I'll always know in the back of my mind that the first couple times, you know, the first couple hours out in the field, that I have a separation of a 1/4 inch between the head and the handle is just kind of sits wrong, it's right in your stomach. So that's just my honest opinion. You guys saw the footage for yourself. I know how to swing an axe, and like I said, it made quick work of the smaller stuff, but it should. So I don't hate it. I'll definitely use it again. It's too pretty not to, but I just think that should have performed a little bit better on the bigger stuff, and definitely shouldn't have the separation. After I left, immediately I called Zach from Wiseman Trading and asked him if this was a consistent problem with the head separating from the handle. And Zach was very surprised to hear that. He hadn't heard that before. And he offered to replace it, you know, send me a return label and send me a new one. And I told him, I said, no, this is my axe. I unboxed it. I used it in my first video. I know how to reseat a head. And I wanted, you know, him to be, you know, comfortable that I was okay. And, you know, that I was happy. And that was his main objective, is to make sure that I was happy. And that just goes to show you the level of customer service and confidence he has in Helko. He said that not only was this the first journeyman that he'd heard of the head coming loose, but it was the first Helko product that he had heard of the head coming loose. So I was pretty confident after talking to him that this isn't a normal thing that happened, and I know that Helko is the same way. If I were to call them, I've seen in numerous different blogs where, you know, if there was an issue with a product, they ship a product immediately. So I did reseat the head, and I actually used a trick that I saw from a Wrangler Star video from a long time ago. And that was to, when you reseat the head, to put some linseed oil in the eye and kind of create a bit of a funnel here, and to put a couple of coats of linseed oil, let it soak in, and that'll expand it a little more. So I did do that, and you know, I'm going to do it one more tonight, and then again I'm going to take this out. So this is definitely not the last time I'm going to use the Journeyman. I love the look, I love the feel. I was just a little bit put off by the head separation, and I'm pretty confident that that is not going to happen again. And I know that this is not going to be the last Helko product that I purchase. So, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. Gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go home, have dinner with the family. But if you like what you saw, I hope you did. Leave me some comments. Leave me some suggestions. Subscribe to my page if you like. I'd appreciate it. And you know, we'll see you guys real soon with something else pretty cool. I know we got a winter camping trip coming up with me and the boys, so that'll be fun. That'll be real fun. So God bless, and you guys have a great day.